welcome to this week's episode of the Peter Palmer podcast, where we usually attempt to read every issue of the Amazing Spider-Man week by week, but it's Endgame week, isn't it? We saw Endgame about 12 hours ago.
Yeah,
it's now 11 p.m.
We needed to process everything. I needed to calm the fuck down, first of all.
I feel like if we recorded it right after the movie, we wouldn't have been able to form our thoughts properly. I mean, we probably can't now.
Yeah.
We're probably I like it, it's very good. Also, how's this setup? I'm sitting on a bed.
And I'm sitting...
Not even a bed, a mattress. You're sitting on a couch. And there's a tripod on the mattress with the zoom on it.
And it's right in front of me.
And you guys are on the other side of the room for some reason.
It's like we're all hanging out, like we're in your friend's room after watching Endgame, we're all discussing it. I think it's cute. It's like...
Yeah, sure. So the way this review is going to work is we do non-spoilers for the people who haven't seen it.
It's going to be really hard to do
non-spoilers. It'll be so hard. We'll probably do 5 minutes non-spoilers.
5 very incomprehensible minutes.
And then we'll do spoilers for the rest of the video after that. And links for all that will be down below in the box. The box with the links.
This description box.
Description box. Description box.
Description box. Hey, yeah, description box.
Endgame, what do you think?
Oh my god. What did I think? That's such a fucking hard question to answer. What did I think?
What didn't you think?
I didn't think that what I didn't think was this was bad. So you can take that out of context probably if you cut that.
I'll be like, what do you think? You're like, this was bad.
This is bad.
Endgame, what do you think?
I think this was bad. It was... Oh my god, everything I wanted...
It was alright.
I was lovely. No, all I wanted to say was it was everything I wanted to be and more. Yeah. And more. It was crazy, just seeing all of that play out and just not knowing, thinking I knew where it was going, but me being wrong, but that's not a bad thing, you know what I mean? So insane, and I'm just so grateful to be living at the same time as all this is playing out.
Yeah.
Think about it. What the fuck? Jesus. I'm living in a time where I can witness and experience this amazing thing that's been going for 11 years, and it's oh my god.
It's so surreal. Just watching it was so surreal.
So
especially because
I
didn't watch any trailers outside the first teaser trailer, I think.
Yeah.
But no, I really like the movie, of course. I think it's really crazy they managed to pull off 11 years of movies and actually pay everything off really well.
Really well, yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason it's 3 hours long, because they have to... Mm-hmm. Every character has some sort of payoff to an extent, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
It's definitely the Cap and Tony show. They get the most.
Yeah, but for good reason.
Yeah, everything that happened was so satisfying. There were things I predicted that were true. There were also things I didn't expect. And the way things happened, it's hard to explain, but they managed to do the best of both worlds, in a sense.
Mm. Yeah.
Because they...
So balanced. That's something that, I don't know if you or Josh said that, but it's so well balanced. Oh, my dad said that.
Even from a structure standpoint, because I was saying I was saying in our Infinity War commentary yesterday that, the structure of that is a bit, all over the place.
Yeah.
They're bouncing from storyline to storyline. With this, there's not equal amount of characters. There's literally half.
Literally half, yeah.
Same amount of subplots, I guess you could say, but they were all working towards the same goal.
Yeah, and it felt it didn't feel like a cap off to all these movies. It felt like a movie itself as well, its own film.
That's what I was most surprised with. I mean, if you haven't seen the movies before, it's probably a bit nonsense anyway.
Yeah, if you haven't seen any of the other movies, why are you watching that movie, first of all?
Some people would, just because it's the big thing to see.
Exactly, because it's the movie, yeah.
And we live inside a bubble where everyone we know has knows of these movies, but there's so many people out there that don't watch care about these movies that still go to see them.
That's so true. Yeah, literally, I was talking to my friend, she's not gonna see it. She even said she was oh, I'm not gonna go see it. You can tell me what happens. So I did. She was cool. She was
it's more special for us because we were with this franchise from the beginning.
So
it's
true.
It's not like Star Wars where it existed before us and it will exist.
Yeah.
years to come. Like, we're there for the first
from
movie.
the beginning.
And, like,
What is it going to be like when we're, like, older? Like, when we're, like, old and, like, we can be, like...
Yeah.
We were there from the beginning.
Yeah, it'd be like middle-aged people with Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's like, I remember seeing Empire Strikes Back in the theaters.
We're going to be like with Iron Man. Like, I remember seeing Iron Man in the theaters.
I remember seeing Ant-Man and the Wasp in an empty theater.
Yeah, I do remember seeing it in an empty theater, though.
Infinity War felt like almost like a TV show episode, because you know Game of Thrones, like the second last episode of each season is like the big
feature,
battle episode. Yeah, that's what Infinity War was, and this is like the season finale.
Yeah. No,
It's
but all the
11
three
PM,
acts have their own, like, voice as well. Not
Yeah,
only
we'll get into
that.
that later.
Yeah.
Like, genre-wise.
So hard not to spoil
if you look
anything.
at its own movie, like, they set up the characters for that movie's particular journey.
Definitely, yeah.
It's so hard not to say spoilers.
It's so difficult, yeah.
Cap and Tony especially. Like,
Yes.
they set up their dynamic
Yeah.
well, and
The
it always comes back
ending
to them.
feels so satisfying. Like, I've never... I don't know, like, at the end of a movie feeling like, wow.
I had no idea, like, how they could pull off an ending that everyone would be, like, happy with.
Yeah.
I was half expecting them to do, like, it's an ending, but then tease for the next one. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
how all of them end to an extent. Like, Age of Ultron's like, we killed Ultron now, like, see you in the next movie.
Yeah.
But if they did that this time, people would be like,
They couldn't have done that, yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like...
And obviously it's not the last Marvel movie.
Yeah, no.
They'll make more. But for the movies that have come before it, it ties it off.
Yeah, it's basically like a wrap-up and a tie-off to, like, and a send-off to
For
all
the,
these...
like, the story that's been
Yeah,
going.
the story. Yeah, because
Infinity
you can't
Saga.
keep a story going on forever. Like, even in the trailer, literally the first thing you hear is part of the journey is the end. Yeah.
Like, it's so weird that we're pretty much just watching comic books.
That's so true. It's, like, captured the essence and the feeling of that, like, awesome, like, feature crossover, like, comic book, like...
I know, like, they slowly built up to it with having, like, the first few just kind of feel like action movies.
Yeah.
And they just slowly introduced all this, like, this crazy shit.
And world building and, like, little
And
connections and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and there's bits in this that feel straight out of, like, comic book plot lines.
Yes, which we can't say right now because
Yeah.
that will technically be...
Or just, like, comic book imagery where it's like, I wouldn't have thought I'd see that in a movie.
Yeah, no way.
I felt Marvel's like, we'll just make comic books happen.
Yeah, and I love how they kept to that the whole time. They never, like, went back on it from, like, for backlash. Like, they never were like, all right, you didn't like this, we're going to do this now. They kept the vision. They kept
the vision.
They kept the vision. Spoiler, no. Yeah, no, but, like, that's the thing. Like, because they had, like, such a strong head at, like, at Marvel Studios and such a strong vision from Kevin Feige, I feel like it could never have faltered because he was always like, no,
Yeah.
this is, like, the plan, this is the vision, this is what it's going to be. And no matter what anyone had said about, like, some previous films or whatever, like, they still did what they needed to do for this.
Yeah, there was very few times where, like, I guess fan backlash affected any of the movies. A lot of other franchises, when, like, fans go like, I don't like this, then you see the next movie and it feels like damage control.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't remember that ever happening with the MCU movies.
No, yeah.
Really. I think it's because people usually enjoy all the movies, so they feel like we're on the right track.
I think it's when filmmakers or, like, studios or whoever have that kind of, like, where they're, like, not really sure as to what it is, that's when fans are like, hey, we see that and it's easy to attack that, so we're going to latch on that and be like, fuck you.
Do you have any more Endgame non-spoiler thoughts?
No.
No.
I want to talk about spoilers. I want to, like...
Yeah, no. There's so much to talk about. There's 3 hours of just stuff.
Yeah, and stuff that, like, not all of it I can still have remembered or registered yet. Like, there's still stuff I'm going to wake up tomorrow and be like, that happened.
Yeah, we'll do spoilers now. Obviously, we liked it.
Yeah.
Spoiler guns. So it opens with Hawkeye's family dying.
Cold open, yeah.
Even though I feel like the opening scene of a movie should be... Like,
the most pressing, like, issue.
yeah. But it was Hawkeye.
This guy, it was Hawkeye, like... But
I guess because he wasn't in the previous movie. If you look at Infinity War and Endgame as one whole thing, because it ends with the snap and Infinity War. It's just showing the rest of the snap.
Yeah, that's
The rest of the
true.
characters.
Yeah, it's like in Infinity War, we see what the snap does to all the main Avengers loved ones.
Yeah, and we didn't see Hawkeye.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It makes sense, yeah.
And Tony almost dies.
He looks so fucking frail. Scary. He looks like he's about to die. Because he is, like, yeah.
The thing is, he was only in space for, what,
22
days?
Yeah, but you should die if you run out of water after 7 days. And plus, he hasn't been in this, like I don't know, like, oxygen was running out. That's one thing.
Remember.
Oxygen. Also, like, he has a wound. Like,
yeah, that's right. He got stabbed.
He got stabbed.
Yeah. Then they get saved by Captain Marvel. She pushes the space. She pushes the space.
She pushes the space.
Pushes the space.
It's implied at that point that Captain Marvel had already been paged with, like, Nick Fury saying, like,
from Nick Fury.
Yeah. To me, it was like the end of Captain Marvel is, like, meant to be fitted in somewhere, like like, no, before that scene. So it was like Hawkeye, end of Captain Marvel, Tony getting saved.
I feel like they cut that scene out from Endgame once Captain Marvel came out.
Yeah.
Because, like, we need to cut, like, any, like, unnecessary stuff. Yeah, then they found out where Thanos is because Nebula's like, oh, when I was a child, Daddy always said when he finished his plan, he'd go to the garden. Oh.
Rocket's like, there was a power surge on Earth after he snapped, and there was a power surge over here, so we should go over there. Oh, wait, we didn't explain Tony, like, having a fucking fit.
Oh, that made me mad.
Yeah. Literally, as soon as he gets back and they have their little meeting, the first thing he, like, fucking says is, like, it's all your fault, Captain America.
I don't know if you guys know, but I'm not a fan of Tony Stark.
Yeah.
I guess if you see things from his point of view, you probably relate to him.
Definitely. I think a lot of people
I'm
though.
definitely a Cap guy.
Same. I'm a Cap guy.
I'm a Cap guy.
I'm a Cap guy. I'm definitely a Cap guy. No, but definitely, like, his logic in things annoys me, and it's like the parts of people that I don't like, you know what I mean? It's like Tony, insolence, like people just being like, not my fault, like.
But with Cap, I'm always sad. Like, everything Cap says, I'm like, you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the bit where they go to Tony to ask him for help to do the time travel, and Cap's like, it will work, we'll make it work. And Tony's like, oh, I missed your giddy optimism sometimes. Like, even after all this shit's happened, Cap's still like, no, it's gonna work, we can do it.
I can do this all day. Anyway, back to where we were. Yeah, Tony's just basically goes up to Cap and he just has a fucking hissy fit. Like, he's really mad.
So sickly.
He looks sickly and scary, and everyone's standing there like literally like, what the fuck? Like, you need to calm down. It's like, Rhodey's like, hey, sit down, dude. Like, everyone's like, yeah, calm down. But he, like, goes up to Cap and, like, looks him straight in the face. Like, he's this close to him because you're a liar. I'm just like, oh my god. Like, shit. When I saw that, I was like, fuck, okay. Anyway. And then he passes out.
Yeah, then the Avengers logo comes up.
Yeah, that's when the Avengers logo comes up.
Yes. You're a liar. That's right. It's like, you put it on yourself.
Yeah, you put this on. Like, he's such a dick in that. He's like, yeah, you want this? You want this? Fucking ass. Like, put this on. He's like really angry people you see in public that are irrationally angry.
Tarantino. Don't do that again.
Anyways, we should move on.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it will take longer to explain the movie than the movie takes to do the movie.
Yeah, okay, go.
They're going to fight Thanos. So they found where he is.
Yeah, basically happens like instantly. It's like they go to Thanos and they're there.
Thanos like battle straight up.
It wasn't really a battle. He was not fighting back. Like,
no, because he's like, I got what I'm coming.
Yeah,
you guys can't do anything about it. That bit was so like crazy though, where they just go in there and just like tie him down.
Yeah,
Thor cuts his head off.
Yeah, wait, first Thor cuts his arm off.
Yeah,
and then they found out the gems aren't in the gauntlet, and then Thor just like mid-sentence fucking decapitates him. I was like, ah! Like, I couldn't believe it. I was literally like,
I know, yeah.
The fuck? Like, the fuck?
Like, yeah. What did you do? He's like, I went for the head.
Yeah.
Then it's 5 years later.
Yeah, 5 years later.
I'm shocked I guessed exactly 5 years
Yeah,
later.
how crazy is that? Joe Russo cameo.
Yeah, it's right at the
AA meeting. It's not an AA meeting, dude.
I liked all like this little subtle world building during this sequence.
Yeah.
Like where you see the memorials for everyone. And it's just like
Yeah.
rows and rows of like...
Fucking crazy. And like that scene where Scott Lang is like, no, please no,
Yeah.
Cassie. Like hurt my heart when he's like literally going, like reading them all, and then it lands on his name.
Pays off with his name.
Yeah. And it's like, and there's a really heartfelt moment that like made me fucking cry buckets, dude.
Ant-Man and older Cassie.
Yeah, he like knocks on their door and Cassie answers, and she's like obviously 5 years older, and he's like, "You're so big," and I was like, ah!
I like that bit where Paul Rudd came back because it reminded me of Back to the Future Part 2 when Marty McFly comes to the like fucked up future.
Yeah. What happened next? So we have
this whole like sequence was showing where everyone is now 5 years later. Captain Marvel, Rocket, and Okoye, and all of that. Nebula,
and Rhodey
are all like out in space. Rhodey's not out in space, but the others are out there, like doing stuff, their own missions.
Yeah, like doing things for other... Obviously, because Earth is not the only one that has felt the effects of the snap, so like they're out doing stuff. Captain Marvel especially is like trying to help other planets, because it's weird, like it's implied that Captain Marvel is like literally a protector of like the galaxy or like the universe. Like she's like the Avengers, but for like extraterrestrial, like lots of different planets.
Yeah, her new haircut.
Yeah, she got the 5 years later she got the iconic comic haircut.
Yeah. Oh, the rat that woke up.
Oh yes, literally. Okay,
the real hero of this movie is that rat.
Is that rat? You know what I'm talking about? That rat that walked on the van. Oh my god. Fuck. Oh, that's so funny.
Ken Jeong cameo.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, that was like...
I guess that's a Russo brothers thing.
Yeah,
Community. Then we see Tony's got a child now with Pepper.
Yeah, they have a baby.
Little lake house.
And it's... all the scenes with him and her and Tony are so cute.
Yeah, and they set up... Tony's been building a suit for Pepper.
Rescue.
Yeah, which I thought was going to happen in Infinity War, but it happens in this. And I feel like that's something that's been set up for ages as well.
Yeah, it has.
Since Iron Man 3, I guess.
Where she has the...
I remember when, like, the first Avengers came out, and everyone's like, well, where do we go from this? And you look at the first Avengers now compared to this movie.
Like, wow.
That's an indie film.
Yeah, literally. It feels like that. Speaking of the first Avengers, they obviously end up doing the whole time travel thing, and they go back to that iconic scene.
Yeah.
And that was so cool, seeing that on the big screen again, but in a different context and different light.
I'm a bit annoyed I got that spoiled for me like ages ago.
Oh, because of behind the scenes.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah, literally.
Because I remember
the set photos.
It was like on my Instagram feed.
Yeah, same.
It was like a set photo of Captain America. And I remember being like, oh, that's cool. It's a little throwback to the Avengers set. And I remember seeing like, wait, why do you have mocap dots on his chest?
Yep.
And it said leaked set photos from Avengers 4, and I was like, oh, yeah. But I didn't see like any footage though, so it was all still new. I didn't know like how it was going to go down or anything.
I really liked the part with Professor Hulk and
Professor Hulk.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that Professor Hulk. Oh my god,
Ruffalo, big green Mark.
Yeah.
Ruffalo.
And he looks so good. The CGI on that shit looks unreal.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it looked amazing. Like, I believed that shit. Like, no, like with the ancient one, is that her name?
Oh yeah, Tilda Swinton.
Tilda Swinton. I love the part where she realizes, like, when he tells her, why did he give this information away? And she's like, what? And she just gives it to him because she's just like blindly faith. Like, she just knows. She's just like, something's up. Oh yeah, we want to go through how they got all the stones.
Yeah.
So Time Stone was Hulk
from Doctor Strange's house.
So they go to New York in
2012. Yeah.
Because that's three stones. It's the...
Yeah, they pick the time where...
Yeah.
There'll be 3 stones in there at once.
At New York. So it's like the Time Stone, the Space Stone, and the... Mind Stone.
From the scepter.
Yeah.
Loki Pokey stick.
Loki Pokey stick. And we get this awesome sequence.
Like, that whole sequence is so good.
the Tesseract was Tony and Ant-Man,
Okay,
but they
and-
screw that shit up.
Cap was stealing the mind.
Scepter.
The scepter.
Yeah. He goes to get the scepter and he goes into the elevator with all the Hydra posing as shield dudes.
It's a complete throwback to Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier, and it...
Because the same guys, a few of the same guys in the elevator as well.
And it felt so cool watching that, because you just know. Like, you're just like, oh, yes.
Because the Hydra people are taking the scepter. Because remember, after the first Avengers, next time we see the scepter is Age of Ultron, the opening scene. It's good that we watched that yesterday as well.
It actually helped connect everything, yeah.
It
was good.
It was Hydra, like, experimenting on that to give Wanda and Quicksilver the powers.
Yeah. I find it funny, though, because a lot of people, like, even though they've seen all them, they're still like, huh? Like,
yeah, you have to, like, be really, like, following everything to, like, be able to connect all the dots.
Yeah. Because you've got the main plot line, but you've also got the little things like that kind of, like, set up things in these...
Yeah, some people probably don't follow that stuff. They just go, like, have a fun time with the movies.
But, what we're saying... Oh, yeah. So, and then he says, Hail Hydra. He does his little thing, walks out with the scepter. So cool. And then he runs into... Himself.
And the other version of himself's like, I found Loki.
Yeah, and he's like... I'm not Loki. It's so good. And they have the best fucking fight scene ever.
I can't believe how much stuff happens in this movie.
Yeah, so crazy. We're not even like
we've skipped over stuff. We skipped
so
over
much
the whole
stuff.
bit with Thor and Little Asgard or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
Asgard.
New Asgard. He's literally playing Fortnite with Korg and Meek. Like, what the fuck? Like,
imagine if, like, someone told you that yesterday. It's like, oh, there's a scene where Thor plays Fortnite with Meek and Korg.
I would be like, yeah, haha, very funny. It would make, like, the fact that it happens even more funny, because it's rubbing my eyes. Like, what?
Chubby Thor, we didn't talk about that either.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We have Dad Bod Thor.
Yeah, Beer Gut
Thor, where he, like... has the most disgusting beard ever, first of all.
Yes.
It's gross. Like, every time I look at it, I'm like, ew. Like, that's gross.
But I like the Little Asgard. Why am I calling it Little Asgard? It was called New Asgard, right? Or was it called
No,
Little
it was called
Asgard?
Little Asgard.
Okay. It just feels wrong for some reason. Like
New Asgard. It was called New Asgard, actually, not Little Asgard. Yeah.
But they built it where Odin
died.
Or where he was hiding out.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was nice. And they shot it at a real location though, not on a fucking Taika Waititi's front lawn.
Yeah. Literally, yeah. I love how in all the promos for Endgame, the one thing that they decided to hide was Fat Thor.
Fat Thor.
Yeah, like...
I guess that is a spoiler, isn't it?
I guess.
They go to Guardians of the Galaxy opening scene.
Oh, yeah.
With Star-Lord's dance.
And then you see it from their perspective, where he's like... It's just like going...
Oh, it's gonna be so fun watching the older movies now.
Yeah. Thinking that someone's in the background, like...
Except not really, because it's an alternate past.
Yeah, that's true.
But also not.
But also, yeah.
Because everything still happens. You can nitpick the time travel so much if you wanted to.
Yeah, but just don't...
You could do that with any time travel movie. You could watch Back to the Future and nitpick the shit.
They literally do that in this film, too. They literally nitpick,
I feel like that was kind of a jab at probably, like...
people who would do that, yeah.
The criticisms they're going to receive.
Yeah, it definitely was, because... Yeah, anyway, the Wasp, she comes back at the end. She's like...
Everyone comes back at the end.
Yeah. Everyone comes back except for the ones...
Literally literally everyone.
Yeah.
They managed to pull it off in a way where, like, all the deaths from Infinity War still happened.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing I was worried about. If this movie was going to do anything, like, wrong, it would be that it would retcon stuff and...
Bring Vision
make
back.
Things irrelevant. Yeah,
bring
Gamora
Vision back.
Yeah, no.
It's weird, like... It's like the way it works. Like, it's confusing.
That's why time travel should never be invented. Please don't invent
Yeah, please don't invent... if you're watching this, I know, I see you. Don't invent time travel.
Deja vu is.
Oh, fuck. The scene of fucking Hawkeye / Ronan killing, like, all those people. Yeah. Oh my
He's
god.
like become a mercenary or what would you call him?
Not even like a vigilante. But not really. He just kills people, not even, like... They're not even doing anything wrong, really. Like... To him,
he straight up just murders them.
He just murders all of them. Like, Natasha shows up. She's like, "Buddy, come on, you can't do this." And he's like, "Oh."
Do you reckon she watched him kill that guy, then she walked over?
she's like,
there's a lot of, like, dramatic entrances in this movie.
There was, and obviously when they go to Vormir,
with Nat's sacrifice.
That was stressful to watch.
I know, because they kept like being like, no, I want to do it.
Yeah, because like that's like the kind of like their thing, right? Like it's oh.
I feel like if that was done any poorly, that would have been a comical sequence.
Yeah,
because like they're running towards the cliff trying to kill themselves.
yeah. Oh my god, lol.
Like, I'm not finding this funny, but I can see like someone taking this out of
context and being like.
It's like that old saying. It's like if your friend told you to jump off a cliff, like,
yeah,
would you do it?
Yeah, just like
me,
yeah, fucking running. No, but yeah, obviously Nat
dies.
Yeah, and I love /hate /cry every time at the part at the end, like the Avengers assemble when all the fucking women is so badass. They do that whole little team up. And then I was like so giddy about it, and then I like literally 5 seconds went, oh, because I realized Nat wasn't there.
Yeah.
The one who's always there for those, and she wasn't there, and I was like, oh.
It's almost like this whole movie, like as soon as you're like, yeah, this is cool, then something's like, oh.
Yeah. Oh my god. You can't. Yeah. I don't know. Like me and you were like pretty much crying for that entire movie. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Like,
we're going like, oh.
Yeah. Like the loudest noise I probably made was when, or like reaction I did was when Captain Marvel, it was her, she was facing up with Thanos, and he punches her, and she does not move, and I said, oh my god. Like, I was like, ah!
Cap wielding Thor's hammer.
Oh, yeah.
Ah! When as soon as it started wiggling, I was like...
And, like, when it rises, and that's when I was like...
Yeah.
I think we both at the same time were like...
And the thing is with this movie is, like, all the stuff you can say, like, it's fan service, but it's been... Everything was set up.
Yeah.
In the previous movies.
It's not just fan service that comes out of thin air. It's, like...
Yeah.
Things that, like, genuinely... Okay, I'm just really excited to say this. It's things that we have been waiting for 11 years. We have been waiting, and we deserve this. And it's like, oh my god, I'm sorry.
That's why it's like everything made sense.
Yeah, exactly.
There wasn't anything where I was like, that's not how it should have gone down. Like, the fact it's this good, and it has everything in it.
Yeah, plus more, like... Yeah, I don't know, like, if you can think of a way to do it better, sure, be my fucking guest, like, tell me about it, but I'm sure I'll be like, no. Like, literally, there's a shot in Endgame where it has literally every single person. Everyone. Literally everyone. Like,
all the armies as well. Like, the Ravagers, the Dura Milaje,
oh my god,
Valkyries.
and
versus all the bad dudes as well.
All the bad dudes,
Chitauri, too. The Black Order, and all those guys.
Yeah, and then you see
you hear... On your left.
Yep.
I was like,
shh. And you see the sprinkler, portal.
Here's the radio comm.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Cap. On your left.
On your left. And it's Sam's voice. And it's just like, oh.
And Black Panther walks out first, though, which is weird.
Yeah.
It's like, on your left is Black Panther.
And the Russo brothers like, Falcon, just like Black Panther is a good hero.
Sam Wilson, Falcon, like Rhodey and T'Challa, understands how to put the common good ahead.
20 other holes open up, then everyone comes through.
If you were to explain to me that scene, I'd in my head
picturing.
Yeah, same. Like visualizing it, I was just about to say that. Yeah, like how? Like, excuse me, but it just works, and it looks so good, and it like you're just heart, just like when you watch that, it's just like.
Like I was saying before, you get the best of both worlds for like every scenario.
Yeah, exactly.
You get the small scale, you get the big, you get the
everything in between.
You get the negative outcome, you get the good outcome.
Good outcome, yeah. And because it's like Endgame, and it's such a good end to, Natasha, Hawkeye, Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk. I don't think it's the end for Hulk, but
I can't wait to see him pop up again.
Yeah. Bruce Banner, man. What a good guy. Edward Norton. So good. No, I love the way that they took Cap in the end.
Yeah.
I never would have expected that. Like,
well, they might do it like that in a way where Cap can't be in these movies anymore, but like he doesn't outright die, if that makes any sense. Like they figure out some sort of like maybe gets lost in time or something, or
quantum realm style. But that moment where, like, he time travels and then, like, Hulk tries to get him back and he doesn't show up. And then that like you
Yeah,
realize,
moment of like,
yeah.
He stayed.
Yeah, exactly. So beautiful.
Frail old Steve Rogers
Yeah, he's sitting there
looking over the lake.
and the CGI, like, and slash actor, whoever, whatever, how they did it, it looked really good. And you could, the acting too was so, like, you could see it in his eyes, like, this whole, like, how, like, this whole life. He's lived a life,
Finally, like,
yeah.
he got to live the life that he lost when he was frozen for 7 years.
Oh my god, I'm actually gonna cry. I just...
Yeah, sorry, I just remembered something we were going to bring up before with
go for it.
how each act is like a different genre.
Oh yeah,
Like it starts out like as a dystopian future kind of movie, like
super
an
depressing, apocalyptic,
yeah,
super sad, like super, like, you know, like when Cap's like that AA whatever meeting, like grief counseling. Yeah, it's like
everyone's going into hiding, going their separate ways.
Yeah. How amazing is Scarlett Johansson's performance in that scene where she hangs up the call with everyone and then she just starts like crying, and you can see it, like it felt so real. Like when I saw her eyes well up with tears, I had never like seen that before, like ever, like how, like in a superhero movie, you know what I mean? Like, oh my god,
all the
like,
crying was so good. There's a bit where Hawkeye cries later on, and like that looks like he's really like just blubbering.
But you know what? It probably is, because this is their last movie together. Think about it. They've been friends for so long.
It's just him like at craft service, like having a break in the, like wait. He's like,
they put the camera on him, like, like film this. Like,
Jeremy.
He's just like, this sandwich is so good. I'm gonna miss your sandwiches. Talk about the genres. And
and the second act is the time travel movie.
Yeah. I love
time
that.
heist.
The time heist.
Avengers time heist.
You could split this up into 3 movies. Like,
you could have, yeah. That's why it's 3 hours long.
Yeah, exactly. And then what's the last?
I was really expecting like a lot of this movie to be like that first act. Like I thought that was going to be the majority.
Okay,
of it. I thought it was gonna be, like,
sure.
A really, because it's 3 hours long. I thought it was going to be like first half like a slow character like movie of them just reveling and like all these character moments, and the second half would be the time travel.
And then like a little bit of like the Thanos. I really love what they did with Nebula in this movie. Sorry, I just remembered.
Oh yeah.
Far out, man. Like, what a awesome like redemption to a character that a lot of fans didn't initially like attach to.
Yeah, in the first Guardians, but I feel like through
Guardians 2 and Infinity War.
Like her a lot.
Definitely, yeah. But oh my gosh, she literally kills herself. Goals. Yeah. No. Not really. That's not.
It was that whole visual metaphor thing. Like in Logan, where he has to fight himself.
Yeah.
But Nebula literally kills the older version of herself.
Yeah. I know. And it's so heartbreaking, like that like shot of her like old self, like with the tear, the last tear.
Yeah. And what they've done with Gamora now, where they didn't bring her back.
Oh, it's so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's the Gamora that's lived that 5 years without the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Who has no idea who Peter Quill is, or Groot, or Rocket, or Drax.
Which I just realised is another thing that really messes with this whole...
She's from the past.
Continuity. Yeah, but like... When the events of Guardians of the Galaxy happened, up until Infinity War...
That means they don't happen.
No, because like... There would have been a Gamora...
You know what I think they did? I think they accidentally, even though they didn't mean to, like...
I felt
they just split open a lot of alternate timelines, and they tried to fix it by putting all the Infinity Stones back to where they were supposed to go. Because like there's like this scene between Hulk and the Ancient One where she goes, "Oh, you can't just like save one timeline and just like fuck off and be like, oh, thanks for the time stone."
Right. They did say that, didn't they?
Yeah, like she did like a cool visual that actually really helped me in my head, where she goes, "If you take this time stone, I'll create an alternate timeline." And he goes, "No, well, if I just bring it back like 5 seconds later, like come back from the future and do that, give it back to you, then it'll be like it never left. So like no alternate timelines." That's how they kind of try to explain like, oh, this is all one timeline, there's no alternates.
Yeah.
But the whole fact that Gamora exists in this timeline from another one without...
It's like the events of Infinity War happened, but also not really, because...
Because Gamora died, but she's not dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Black Widow sacrificed herself for the Soul Stone.
Yeah.
I feel like we should just say the time travel makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. Because there's
they-
inconsistencies.
I don't think it matters.
It doesn't matter
It doesn't matter
heaps,
to me.
No, like,
'Cause
to
it's
me,
all-
I don't care.
It's all for character and story reasons, which is what storytelling is.
I mean, most of the
Like-
science doesn't make sense in these movies. Like,
No, there's
Yeah.
a fucking big green dude.
yeah, and this
And-
fucking armor that, like, multiplies itself from, like,
Yeah,
one little thing. Yeah,
nanotechnology.
nanotechnology or whatever, yeah.
And a Black Panther costume that absorbs kinetic energy so
Yeah,
it can
release it to like boom, yeah. And a lady who got blown up but she didn't die. She has like powers now from it somehow. Captain
that's
Marvel,
right.
like
I was like, who?
who's that? There's so many. I want to rewatch it. Like when I have it on Blu-ray, I feel like I'm gonna keep watching that battle because there's so many things in the frames that we didn't see. You know what I mean? I feel like there's gonna be so many things that like there's just too much. How good is Pepper as rescue and
Oh, so
Thor
good.
wielding the jewel?
She did a good
Yeah.
cry as well. At the
She
end,
did, yeah. I hate, like, oh my god, like, when Tony dies, she doesn't cry until after he's dead to make him
Yeah.
feel better. That broke my fucking heart. And Peter Parker having to fucking watch Tony Stark die. It's like the reverse.
Yeah, the reverse of the I don't feel so good. moment.
Yeah. He's like, Mr. Stark, we won. Don't do that. There's like later on it has like in the scenes where he goes back to school and his eyes are still red.
Oh my god. Again with the time travel, it doesn't matter, but
Yeah.
it's 5 years later.
And
it's
they're
meant
all
to
still
be.
in high school.
But yeah, they're all
Yeah.
still the same age.
Yeah.
It's like what?
When technically
I
like
think
only half the high school should be there.
Actually, you know what they've done? They've made it like this fucking comic books now.
Yeah.
It's been going since the 60s, but they're all still the same
They're
age.
all still the same age. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
That's what they've done now.
Yeah.
They're like, the comic book people don't care about this. It's like,
Yeah, because we're so used to it by now.
except now it's weird because we've got old Cassie, regular, like teenage.
Yeah, we've
Peter
got
Parker.
people at like different ages, like
We've got a Gamora that didn't go with the Guardians of the Galaxy. The Guardians of the Galaxy
Galaxy still
They
happened.
had a Gamora
yeah.
that got lost in time.
2 people sacrificed their lives for a soul stone.
We've had 2 Steve Rogers existing at the same time. One was old and one was thought out of
Yeah.
place.
And yeah, like we were trying to discuss before, like with the other Steve Rogers who had to be like hiding when like, you know,
Yeah,
they
so-
event. Yeah, like how like he would have had to live through like Sokovia again, like just watch that happen, like just be like
I feel like he probably ignored it all.
yeah, he's probably just like
He probably mapped
Sips
out
his
like when
tea.
all this stuff happened. And he's like, "That's when I'm going to go on a holiday."
yeah, that's why I'm gonna turn my TV off permanently.
Yeah.
Oh, also, what we got in Endgame, sorry, it's something I randomly remembered. Captain America swearing.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He was like, let's get this motherfucker. or some shit like that. Or this piece of shit. He says something like that about Thanos. And I was like,
Well, at the start, he says "son of a bitch" at the start.
son of a bitch. That's what he said. Yeah, at the
But he
start.
said "son of a bitch" before.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe that was just like a what's his name thing, where it's just like Captain America doesn't swear because like all of Age of Ultron, like there's the whole like thing like
Yeah.
Cap's like no bad language, and they became
That's
like
Joss Whedon's Captain
yeah, Joss
America.
Whedon's yeah. Anyway,
Was that whole? I like how they poked the jab at Captain America's terrible fucking Avengers costume.
yeah, literally, it's so
He's
good.
got no ass or whatever. it's
Yeah, Tony is like
That's America's ass.
yeah,
Right?
that's America's ass right there. We've been recording for an hour.
Any last stuff you want to say?
There's probably heaps that we've left out just as like a
there would
little
be
last
heaps.
thing. But we, I guess, would love to discuss with you in the comments or wherever you're watching this from.
Yeah. Actually,
'Cause-
one more thing I'll say is
Yeah.
because something I always like think about with these movies is like the music. They never bring back the motifs from the other films ever.
Ever, but in this.
In this Captain America theme especially, which is so satisfying because we haven't heard it properly since the first Captain
And
America
it's such a
movie.
good theme, so underused,
I know.
but they actually gave
If
it
they
justice.
used it in each movie, it would be like one of the most iconic like superhero like theme songs.
Mm.
And I also noticed they used the Doctor Strange theme when they panned over to the Sanctum.
And the
However it
Captain
goes.
Marvel one.
Yeah, Captain Marvel as well.
Yeah.
I can't believe I picked up on that because I remember our Captain Marvel review. I
We
was
were like,
What do you think of the score? I thought it sucked.
I was like, how does the Captain Marvel thing
Yeah.
go? But when I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
She
shit.
literally rips a hole through the fucking ship. She's so strong.
I know.
Because I knew, like, I was waiting, like, I was like, where is she? Carol.
Yeah.
Carol. And then there's a moment where, like, I think it's like someone looks into the sky. I'm like, I literally probably, like, I, like, leaned forward. I was like,
Yeah, you
it's
did.
her, it's her. Like, I was like, yeah.
Before that moment, I wasn't even thinking of Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
But when you said it's her, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. She was in this movie.
Yeah. I literally grabbed Josh's hand. I was, like, going like this with his hand. I was like, it's her. And he was like, the fuck?
Like, imagine watching Iron Man than watching this straight after. It's like,
It'd
what
be-
the... Oh.
It would, like, hurt your brain, like, thinking that, like, it would hurt my brain. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is the same thing. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean?
the same universe.
Yeah, like, what happened? Like, proof that Tony Stark has a heart.
Oh, that was nice.
That was
Payoff as
nice,
well,
yeah.
from the first movie.
Also, the kid from
Well,
Iron Man 3 was there at this
yeah, that was
funeral.
weird. But nice as well.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
for a second,
so-
I was like,
Like, I bet nobody recognized him. Like, I bet everyone in the cinema was like,
yeah, a lot of nice little payoffs from like things you wouldn't expect as well.
I love
Like
you
there's a
3,000.
payoff from Ant-Man and the Wasp in this because I remember there's a bit in Ant-Man and the Wasp where Ant-Man's talking about Civil War and he's talking about Captain America and Hope's like, who's Cap? He's like, Captain America.
Yeah, oh
And there's
yeah,
a moment in
that's
this
right.
where she's Captain America's like giving orders and Hope's
Yeah.
like, got it, Cap. And
Yeah.
Scott looks over, he's like, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I saw that too, and I was like, oh my god.
Anyways, Avengers, my time heist is real good.
We can talk about it for
it's-
ages, but we'll...
I know.
Yeah.
It's much better than it needs to be.
Yeah, honestly, it
Like-
is. That's such a good way to put it. It's so much better than it needs to be. At this point, Marvel's flexing. They're actually flexing.
I
Like,
know, it's like, yeah, watch us go. Look, we're
like
Marvel.
look at this. They're like, yeah, have this, have this,
Let's
have
make
this.
a movie with fucking Ant-Man, fucking Doctor Strange.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're gonna pay money to see it.
Yeah, you're gonna pay lots of money.
then-
You're gonna see it more than once.
And after 11 years, we're gonna make a 3-hour movie where just everything happens.
Yeah.
It'll be the most Marvel movie you've ever seen.
And you're gonna fucking love it. Yeah. We're gonna make you fucking cry. And then out here, X-Men and DCE are shaking in their fucking
we have a
boots.
fight scene with 500 characters in it.
Yeah.
That's not an exaggeration.
Yeah, that is not an exaggeration. Yeah. Oh.
We're gonna have Spider-Man over here, Ant-Man down there.
Doctor Strange is over there. Iron Man's over there. Fucking, we've even got a fucking, I don't know.
For watching,
Yeah.
I guess.
Please discuss it with us. We love talking about this.
Yeah.
We're not going to
If
stop
you- if
talking
you are
about
watching.
it, honestly. Yeah.
And if you want to follow us
Yeah.
on the podcast,
Only if you want to follow us.
you can do that at peterpalmerpod on Gmail. Why did I say Gmail first? On Facebook,
On Facebook,
Twitter,
Instagram.
That's it, right? Yeah.
Peter
and
Palmer
Gmail.
Pod at gmail.com, and follow movies or whatever,
Yeah,
because
subscribe to movies or whatever, and on social media at movies or whatever.
yes, because we've got this really cool video. I don't know if you know of it, but
Yeah, it should be viral by now.
should be.
We watched all the Marvel movies at the same time.
All right.
Bye, good night. Hallelujah, bazinga.
I am Iron Man.